Okay, guys. Let's see here. We'll wait for this to go live and then get started. Okay, let's see. It says we're going live. Not sure if notifications are going out. Who even knows on YouTube anymore? Let's see. All right, there we go. Hi, Tim. Hi, Martin. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for noticing my tree. Yeah. Oh, that side, that side, that side. We are getting into the holiday spirit over here at Cord Cutters News. You said hello. It went out. I think we're okay. Looks like we're okay. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. How's everybody doing? How's the weather where you're at? CJ, I am doing great. Thank you for asking. It's been a really good day. Things are very busy over here. We are getting ready for the holidays. We are trying to get a lot of stuff ready so that we can all take a little bit of a break. So it's been a little hectic, but things are going great. Yeah, Josh says a new interface is coming to Fire Cube. Fire TV announced today their new interface. We have a whole post about it. Philip got that up this morning. So if you want more info, I can probably grab that post for you. Give me just a second, because we all know I can't do two things at once. Let me just scroll through. Here it is. Let me put that into the chat for you guys. Hopefully, YouTube won't turn off our chat tonight like they did last week. Cold in Alabama. I would like to know what your definition of cold is. Thank you very much. 70 degrees in Texas. Cold and snowy. Where are you at, Donald? That it is cold and snowy. It's a little chilly over here, but no snow at the moment. Cold in the south in the 30s. Sheesh. Ron says, any hope of HBO Max on Roku? Yeah, definitely. We are holding out hope that they will make a deal by the end of the year. We haven't gotten any official updates, but we have heard rumors that they are getting very, very close to a deal. So fingers crossed, we're holding out hope. John, hey, good to see you too. My week has been really great. Thank you so much for asking. Lots of news this week, lots of stuff going on and getting ready for the holidays. So having a great week over here. Colder and rainy starting on Friday. Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening here. I think we have snow coming our way soon. Colin says, Jess, do you think that Disney will follow Warner Brothers and release all of their 2021 movies simultaneously to theaters and streaming? My answer is yes, I do think so. I don't know if they will send all of them to streaming. I do think that they will do a combination of premiere access and just regular streaming. So like they did with Mulan with premium access, I think that they will do that with a lot of their bigger titles, and then I think others will just go straight to regular Disney Plus. Tamara did a really good post about that today if you're interested, about all of the rumors going around. Hey Luke, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Luke and I were just chatting on Twitter right before I started. Everyone say hi to Luke. I know you all missed him. DMS is not seeing the new interface on Fire Stick. I believe that that update is rolling out over the next couple weeks. What do we think about Discovery Plus? My first thought was that we always talk about adding the plus sign to the end of streaming services. It's been the trend, and I know everybody jokes about that every week over here. Yeah, everyone say hi to Luke. We always get the question how Luke is doing, so now he's here to tell you himself. Yeah, Luke, we should tell you that there have been rumors going around in the weekly Q&A that you have been hiding out in Hawaii. You just went on an extended vacation. Colin wants to know when Disney Investor Day is. That's actually tomorrow. It starts at 4:30 Eastern time. We will be covering it over in Cord Cutters News, and I might live blog over on Twitter maybe, if that's something that you guys are interested in. Luke says, can we talk about how no one has had an original name, but Hulu was first with Hulu Plus? Yeah, really good point. And then Disney Plus came along, huge success, and then everybody else just jumped on that bandwagon real quick. Luke's on vacation in Texas right now. Had to get away from the cold so soon. John, thank you so much. Yeah, I love my Christmas tree too. This is just the little one. The big guy's over there. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate that. Yeah, we all know no one could ever take the place of Luke, but I'm very, very happy to be over here leading our news team. It's been a lot of fun. An HBO Max Plus, that might be overkill, John. I don't know about that. I do appreciate that HBO took a different tactic and went with HBO Max instead of HBO Plus. Has Hulu dropped the Plus branding? Yes, they have. Jermaine says, I understand why directors and AMC are upset about HBO Max announcement, but I'm going to be selfish and enjoy watching the Warner content starting on Christmas. Same here. I am so excited to watch the new Wonder Woman movie. The first one is one of my favorites, so I'm very much looking forward to the new one. And yeah, I agree. I get why people are upset about that decision, but I think that it was absolutely the right choice. T Junior says that Luke should be my person running to get everything. Yeah, back in the day, whenever Luke used to do the Q&As, I would always be watching and I would run and grab links whenever I could. I think Luke has better things to do now. Cord Cutters News Plus, yeah, let's make a streaming service. I'm in. Let's do it. Yeah, Wonder Woman will be in 4K. It's going to be the first movie on HBO Max to be in 4K. But others will be coming in 2021, some of those new releases. Oh man, this question kills me. Timothy wants to know any word on when a new Apple TV Plus or Apple TV will be coming out. I have to tell you, we really thought it was happening this week. Philip had a post that was so ready to go. He has been keeping such a close eye on Apple, and they keep coming out with all of these announcements. So we were just waiting for it to be an announcement about the Apple TV. And nothing. We got headphones instead. So, huge bummer. Unfortunately, we don't know when we might get an announcement. It could be March of next year. That's when their next big event is. So, who knows? I'm a little disappointed, I have to tell you. Yeah, movie theaters are really unhappy with the HBO Max decision, and fair enough, they're probably going to be losing a lot of money on all of this, and this has not been a good year for theaters, so I completely understand. But I think that Warner and HBO did what they had to do. Jermaine, perfect time for everyone to ask, where is the bald guy? And Luke can say, I'm right here. Yeah, that is the question that we get every single week, and the answer is he's right here. Yeah, you can watch the Disney festivities tomorrow. Those investor days, I have to tell you though, are not super exciting. It's a lot of announcements, a lot of money talk, but you can watch, if you go to the Disney investor website, you can listen in. I've heard too that they're going to show trailers and things, but they're going to be blacked out for all of us. They normally show them to a live audience. But they can't have one of those this year, so I'm not really sure how it's all gonna go. Hey, Roland, good to see you again. Luke says, honestly, I don't think Apple has plans to keep working on the Apple TV. As soon as they started to support Roku and Fire TV, I knew the Apple TV was dead, but they still might try once more. Yeah, completely agree. I think that there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of talk about it, so I think that they will come out with one more model just to kind of stay in the game. But yeah, I think you're right. The others are doing it so well and for so cheap that I think that Apple can't really compete. Oh, Eric, yeah, I completely forgot about that. That HBO Max got their name by combining HBO and Cinemax. Yeah, Kong vs. Godzilla is going to be a good movie. I'm really looking forward to In the Heights. It is by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and he also did Hamilton. So they're coming out with the In the Heights movie next summer, I believe, and that one's going straight to HBO Max. Yeah, Luke, good point. Apple doesn't want to be in fifth place behind everybody else. That is a good point. Maybe they'll come out with something really great. Who knows? I do like Apple products, so I guess I'm holding out some hope. Not sure if the new Fire TV interface is going to fix third-party apps. I'm not sure. To be honest, I don't really know what the interface is going to look like. Philip got the first look at it, so he has some screenshots and things over on corkedorsnews.com, but I have not seen it yet. You think the Google Chromecast will move ahead of Apple TV if it hasn't already? I agree. The TiVo Stream 4K is another really good one. I think a lot of these little, not little, but these inexpensive streaming devices came onto the market and people just don't want to spend more money than they need to. So there we are. Chromecast with Google TV is a really good price to include HBO Max and Peacock. Yes, agreed. Great little device. Yeah, everyone please do give a thumbs up on the video. I forget to mention that every week. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that. It helps us out a lot, lets us know that you are interested in what we're doing over here. Daniel, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I have so much fun doing these Q&As every week when YouTube is agreeing. I know last week we got started and then YouTube turned off the comments and we had to start all over again. So I don't know. Technology is always all over the place. Steven says, question about Discovery Plus. Will it have shows from DIY Network? The answer is yes. We have a post, again, over on corkedorsnews.com. You can read all about all of the different channels that are coming to Discovery Plus. Any new free TV apps? Oh, if everyone wants to leave their favorite free apps in the comments, I will read them all. You guys know how much I love free streaming apps. Excuse me. Shout out to Luke for sending me more Corketers News mugs. Thank you so much. I don't know. I haven't seen any of these. Do I think that the change.org petitions will help Cartoon Network or Boomerang or any streaming services? I have not heard of any petitions. I'm not sure what they would be for. Redbox On Demand is free. Yeah, they just launched that today. So Redbox has 2 free streaming services, one with live channels and one with on demand only. Yeah, definitely check out corkedorsnews.com. We have a post about it. It just launched today. And in the Redbox app, you can find their free streaming services. Luke's wife wants to know what's in my mug. Unfortunately, it's only water, nothing exciting, but please tell Jessica it will be full of wine right after we're done here. Lots of Christmas movies on the Roku channel. Yeah, definitely. If you are in the mood for some Christmas cheer, over on the Roku channel, there's tons of good stuff. They are doing a ton of things for the holiday season. So they have new Christmas music channels that you can listen to with no ads. You can also get a free preview of some premium content, including full seasons of some shows. And they have a ton of free movies and TV shows. So definitely check out the Roku channel if you are looking for holiday content. A great list from Chris, Pluto, Crackle, Tubi, NHK World. I have not heard of that one. What kind of content do they have? Which Verizon plans will include Discovery Plus? To be honest, I can't remember off the top of my head, but we do have a post about it, and let me see if I'll be able to find it. Verizon Discovery. Yeah, this is why I need my own Jess to follow me around and send links. Verizon subscribers, let's see here. Oh, here's the Verizon website. Let me just stick that in the chat for you. Yeah, DMS. Good call out. The Mulan movie is now on Disney Plus for all Disney Plus subscribers. I have not watched it yet, but if you have, please let me know what you think. I'm really excited to watch that. Maybe I'll do that tonight when I'm drinking my wine out of my cord cutter's mug. Jermaine, yeah, another really good suggestion, Lowcast. If you are looking for free live local channels, if Lowcast is available in your area, it is a great option. They will ask for $5 donations, but you don't absolutely have to make them, but it will make your life a little easier. Yeah, you use it to watch NFL football. Definitely. I know a lot of people are doing that. Sorry, Luke. Yeah, I don't know how to change any of the settings, so I can't make it so anyone can share links. I have tried to play around with that before, but it might be something that somebody else would have to do. You know I'm not great with the YouTube. Oh, cool. John says Hallmark lovers, you can get a fix for free on the Zumo app. Yeah, Zumo added some Hallmark channels this week. Pluto TV, tons of great content. They have a whole holiday section. They're also really great for classic TV shows. So if you're into those, definitely check out the classic section of Pluto TV. No, I have not seen Mulan yet, but I am planning on watching it soon. Oh, NHK World News is Japanese content. Okay, thank you, Tim. I've not heard of that one. Jermaine has been recommending Tubi TV to professors because it has a lot of good foreign films. I know we always talk about these free streaming services have a lot of overlapping content, but it really is funny to see how each one has its own kind of niche at the same time. So a lot of foreign films on Tubi, and then like Crackle has some originals. They have a ton of classic content. Pluto TV, I would say, is really good just overall. So you can find pretty much anything you want. Okay, some mixed reviews on Mulan. What is the status of Roku and HBO Max? Unfortunately, we don't really have an update, but we have heard rumors that they are very close to making a deal. So we are hoping that that will happen before the end of the year. Can I tell you about Dish Network and local channels? Do you mean the blackout? Dish just recently saw a blackout of a ton of local channels. AT&T also saw a blackout of local channels. Hulu is about to lose a bunch of local channels. It's all of these fights over money, as always. So the broadcasters are asking for increased fees and the distributors don't want to pay them. So unfortunately, we're seeing that with a lot of services, cable and streaming. I would say that if you are looking for your local channels, an antenna is the best place to start. Most people across the country can get a ton of channels with an antenna. So very cheap, very easy. Hi Nick, good to see you. Hi Paul, sorry I missed your question. How many people have switched to Sling TV from Hulu? They still have not added one channel and they've raised the price. Yeah, the price is going up on December 18th officially. I don't have numbers. I'm not sure that we ever will have numbers about how many switched over. We'll probably have to wait until their next quarterly earnings reports to see how many Hulu lost and how many Sling added. So really good question. My guess is a lot. I know just over on the Facebook page and over here on the YouTube channel, we've had a lot of people say that they are switching. Is Peacock going to make a deal with Fire TV? Is Hulu going to lose CW? I've not heard of Hulu losing CW. I know that they were in jeopardy of losing a bunch of CBS channels, but it hasn't happened yet that I know of. No news on Peacock, unfortunately. Every service has a ton of Nicolas Cage movies. That's hilarious. Donald, yeah, you and me both. Tired of COVID. Oh, you have Sling TV and YouTube TV, Donald. That's interesting. What makes you subscribe to both of them? Just curious. Yeah, Tammy, lots of good options for OTA DVRs. Tableau is a great one, like Luke said. Oh, funny. They have a whole category called Nicolas Cage movies. That's fantastic. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, lots of options for watching local channels. I would say the antenna is the best option. And like Luke said, you can use an OTA DVR to record those shows if you want to. There are also a few services. So let me think of the one I'm trying to think of. I know that Stir has local news for a lot of areas. Locast, of course, is another really good option if an antenna does not work in your area. Yeah, some talk of Fubo TV. That's a really good one for watching sports, for sure. Luke, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a little bit. Please tell Jessica I say hi and have a good night. Everyone say goodbye to Luke. Oh, that's a really good question. What's happening with the Quibi content? So right now, I don't think that we've heard about any of the Quibi shows moving to other services, but I can see that happening. I would not be at all surprised to see some of those shows go to a new home. I think that HBO Max would be a really good one to scoop up some of those shows. It was all original content, so it could really end up anywhere. G Money, yes, the Luke, the one and only. Randy wants to know about a good small antenna. So if anyone has any recommendations for Randy for small antennas, indoor ones, please leave them in the comments. I will say that I use a Mohu Leaf antenna and I really, really love it. It is super thin. It's sitting next to my TV. You can't even see it, but it works great. Oh yeah, everyone definitely go over and subscribe to Luke's new channel, The Breakdown. You can watch all of his videos over there. Tim says, hey Jess, did you hear that Disney forced ESPN to air dog competition from American Kennel Clubs? I did not hear that, but that's really funny. I don't know, ESPN was really airing some funny stuff during quarantine, so I wouldn't think it would have been too hard to convince them to air the dog show too. That's funny. Thank you for that fun tidbit. Yeah, others are saying the Leaf as well. If anyone else has any indoor small antenna recommendations, leave them in the comments, please. Is YouTube planning on bringing back FSN anytime soon? Not that we know of, but we will keep an eye on it. For those asking about Luke, yeah, he is no longer at Cord Cutters News, but he does pop in from time to time to say hello. Mickey wants to know why Luke changed his channel from Guy Reviews to The Breakdown. I think it was just because he was covering more things. He wasn't necessarily just reviewing things. He now does videos about all kinds of news. He does Q&As, all kinds of stuff. So just a new name, that's all. Oh yeah, Timothy, I have heard rumors about Hulu and Disney Plus merging. I'm not sure if any of that is true. I haven't heard any official word on it yet, but there was some talk of Disney just kind of absorbing Hulu because it didn't make sense for them to have multiple streaming services. I don't know. I don't know what my thoughts are on that. I think that they kind of have a good setup right now. They have ESPN for sports, obviously, Hulu for more kind of adult content, and then Disney Plus for more family-friendly content. I like the setup they have, but who knows? Honestly, who knows what's going to happen next? But I would love to know your thoughts on it. So if you have any opinions on Disney Plus absorbing Hulu into one service, let me know what you think. Discovery Plus is offering Gold Rush. Yeah, great show. They're having Magnolia content too, which I'm kind of excited about. Yeah, AT&T TV now lost a bunch of locals. It was part of that AT&T situation where they could not make a deal with, I believe it was Nexstar with AT&T. Um, there was Dish and AT&T were the two distributors, and then Tegna and Nexstar were the two broadcasters, and I keep getting them mixed up which one was with which. But yeah, AT&T lost a bunch of locals, and it affected AT&T TV Now as well, unfortunately. I think they'll probably come to a deal. They tend to do that whenever they have these blackouts. But yeah, so the locals are missing for now, but I would expect them to come back. Yeah, Chris, that's a good point. It would be easier to have one app with Hulu and Disney. I think it would also probably make them a stronger competitor against Netflix, which Disney would probably like. Disney is doing great, and then Hulu with Live is doing fantastic compared to other live streaming services. So combining the two would definitely make them a stronger competition for Netflix. So I think that's probably the case that they would make for it, but personally, I kind of like having them separate. Is it safe to say that with YouTube TV losing sports channels that cord cutting is not the best avenue for sports fans anymore? I wouldn't say that's necessarily true. I think that sports leagues and sports networks are kind of starting to see the value in streaming. So I would say for cord cutters, an antenna is a great place to start. You can see a lot of your local channels with an antenna. Most games you can stream them somewhere. I think that a lot of, I think that a lot of services will kind of switch over to streaming next year. I think that like Sunday Ticket will probably switch to streaming whenever that deal is up again. So I would say if you are a streamer and you're a sports fan, just kind of hold out for a while longer. I think that we're going to see a shift towards streaming. Frank is watching the Grinch musical on NBC. I might have to watch that tomorrow. It looks a little creepy. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm fully in the holiday spirit, so I'm all for a good Christmas movie. Oh, Antenna Man. Yeah, that's a really great resource. Thanks, G-Money. Antenna Man did an interesting video about the conflicts between content providers and streaming services. I'll have to go check that out. He is a great source of information. If you are looking for an antenna, I would definitely recommend checking out his reviews. Mitchell says, what's the name of Luke's YouTube channel? Is The Breakdown is the name of his channel. AT&T claims free HBO Max with 1 gig fiber accounts, but it doesn't work. Interesting. I can't sign in via provider and AT&T can't seem to fix it. HBO says it's AT&T's problem. That's a little fishy. I can reach out to them and see if I can find anything out, but I doubt that they would tell me anything either. Richard says, I have both Disney Plus and Hulu. I like the structure as it is now. My concern is if they merge, what it would do to the promise that Disney Plus made, which was to keep their content PG-13. Yeah, and that would probably be my biggest, not my biggest issue because I don't have anyone under 13 living in my house, but I could see that being the biggest argument against merging them, is that they have a really good setup now where Hulu is more adult-focused, Disney Plus is more family-focused. Yeah, Les Watt. I can try digging around for information, but not sure that I'll find anything, unfortunately. If you haven't already, I would recommend calling them out on Twitter. I feel like customer service is very, very responsive on social media lately. So if you haven't already done that, I would tag them and just send them some tweets asking what's going on. Any word on Spectrum's data caps? I have heard that they were fighting for them, and that is the last I heard. Mickey wants to know if there's any update on the DC animated cartoons on DC Universe currently going to HBO Max in January. No, and I was just thinking about this because I remembered that we were due for an update, and I haven't seen anything lately. We'll definitely keep looking. They usually email us whenever they have some big news to share, so hopefully soon. Yeah, everyone's saying to call AT&T about that. To be honest, I would go straight to social media and try there. I feel like whenever you call them out in public, they're usually a little quicker to answer. You're watching Freeform. Oh, Home Alone is on right now. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, we're probably due for an update on the posts about, excuse me, my voice is cracking, about which ISPs offer plans with no data caps, and also just some tips for staying under your data cap. So I will look into that a little more. Do we think that net neutrality will be reversed? I think that the new administration was against net neutrality, so potentially. Sorry, guys, I don't know what's happening to my voice tonight. I have been talking a lot today, to the surprise of absolutely no one. Did I see Godmothers? Oh, is that the new Disney Plus movie? I just watched that today. I forget what it's called though. Godmother something. Oh, Godmothered. Yep. Yeah, I just watched it today. It was pretty cute. It reminded me a lot of Enchanted. No one tell my boss that I was watching Disney movies while I was working. Sounds like I need a little wine in my cup instead of water. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to my sore throat. Maybe I need tea instead of wine, but yeah. A good antenna recommendation is the RCA antenna with rabbit ears. You can get it at Walmart or, oh, at the dollar store. Wow, that would be a really good deal. Yeah, talking is definitely part of my job. My favorite part of my job, let's be honest. Could talk all day. Oh, interesting. Jermaine says Freeform doesn't always work on YouTube TV. I get not available online messages when I try to watch some shows. Interesting. I don't think I ever had that problem on Hulu with Live, so interesting that you're getting it on YouTube TV. Yeah, someone mentioned this last week too. Classic cartoons like Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and Popeye are coming to MeTV on Saturday mornings in January. Very exciting. Eric said, I thought that Jess just types stories all day and never talks. That's pretty much a true story too. My name on Twitter is actually just types because that's all I ever do. But meetings and things today, you know, I just had to do a lot of talking. Hi, Ed. Good to see you. DMS says that some wine in my cup might liven up the chats. That's a true story. Maybe for Christmas time. Make it a little more casual. Hi, Howard. Thanks for stopping in. It's always good to see you here. Watching wrestling tonight. Okay. What is the future of NBC content on Hulu since Comcast agreed to sell its stake of Hulu to Disney? I would say that we will see a lot more NBC content over on Peacock, probably less on Hulu. Maybe that's another reason that there's talk of Disney absorbing Hulu. Yeah, that's a really good question. Not really sure, but that was my first thought, is that we'll see a lot of that content just kind of end up over on Peacock. If they merge Hulu with Disney Plus, where would they put the Hulu with live TV section, or just gut the live TV with the merger? Another really interesting question. There's a lot of different things they could do. If they merge them, they could just make another live TV section, just kind of keep it the same as it is now. They could do away with it. The prices of live TV streaming are getting so out of control lately that maybe they think it's not worth it anymore. But I have to imagine that they're making a ton of money from that live TV streaming service. Hulu with Live is the most popular live TV streaming service. So, That's one I'll have to think about, to be honest. A lot of different things could happen. Any update on Fox Sports coming back to YouTube TV or Hulu? I would say wait until the seasons start back up next year, and then we'll probably see a lot of deals being made. Here's a question for the group. You guys were just talking about this. Where can I watch Nicolas Cage movies? They are on some free streaming services, so everyone leave them in the chat, please. If they merge them, where would the Deadpool movies go? That is a very good question. Sorry, I'm getting emails. I get distracted. They pop up over in the corner. All right, let's see. Any more questions? Leave them in the chat, please. Our chat slowed down a little bit after all that excitement of having Luke here. Man. I don't have a whole lot to say about this, Colin, but happy to answer your question. So the company that now owns Cord Cutters News is Red Ventures. We also just acquired CNET Media Group, so the CNET website. No plans to merge anything. We are all running independently of each other, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So everyone's just kind of doing their own thing right now. I don't have a whole lot of info, but yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm with you, Chris. Unfortunately, some things do kind of seem broken, like the cost of live TV streaming services going up all the time. That feels like something that's going to have to change at some point. Eric says, I read online in a couple of years, Disney might move more sports from ESPN TV to ESPN Plus when sports contracts expire and get renewed. Yeah, I can absolutely see that happening. We've not heard anything about that, but definitely some rumors going around. Things like Sunday Ticket that have had these really long contracts. Whenever those all come back up, I would say that definitely Disney would love to focus more on streaming. They would love to get their hands on some things like Sunday Ticket. What am I doing for Christmas? A whole lot of nothing. I think that I will maybe take a couple days off work, which would be crazy for me. But yeah, I could use a little break. I'm not really going anywhere. Unfortunately, my family is in Pennsylvania, so I can't travel and see anyone just because trying to be safe with COVID. I do have a little bit of family out here, and I might spend Christmas morning with them. Everyone has been very, very safe. They're the only people that I have seen in person since it's all started. So yeah, it might be nice to spend Christmas morning with them, but otherwise probably hanging out at home, doing some work, the usual. I don't know if Peacock has a toll-free number, Jocelyn. I would say that the best way to reach them would be to find them on Twitter and send a message to customer support there. CJ, thank you so much. That's so nice. I am planning on coming over here on the Wednesday before Christmas. I think it's the 23rd, and doing a Q&A that night so we can all celebrate together. So if any of you are around and not busy and you want to join me over here, we can have a little holiday celebration. With all of the content owners starting their own streaming services, do you see live channels going a la carte on the content owner's own streaming service? I'm not sure what you mean. I think, let me see if I can answer this the way that you're looking for me to answer it. I think that a lot of these services like Peacock, HBO Max, Discovery, I think that they will all at some point do a live feed of their channels. And then I think it could make things a little dicey for these live TV streaming services. I think people won't really have a need for them. The benefit of the live TV streaming services is obviously that you can get all of those in one place. You have one guide, all of your channels, you pay one bill each month. But I don't know, if people are only interested in a handful of channels, they might not want to pay the high bill for live TV streaming services anymore. So a lot of things could happen. I think that 2021 is going to be an interesting year where a lot of things are going to change. I have to dress like an elf on the 23rd. I'll see what I can do. I'll be looking festive. I can promise you that. Jermaine, same. Jess says, something will never be the same after Jess graces it with her presence. What are we talking about? Tomorrow starts Hanukkah. I didn't realize it was starting tomorrow. Why did I think it already started? Well, thank you for the heads up. NBA returns on December 22nd. We'll see if that will push the regional sports networks to make deals. To be honest, I don't think it will. I think that that's a little bit of a time crunch. I would say wait until next year. Do I think they should treat internet access as a utility? I do, actually. I think internet access should be available for everybody. That's something I would like to see happen starting next year would be great. I know that was kind of a goal of SpaceX, was to just offer internet access to as much of the population as possible. So yeah, I would love to see that. Oh, we've got some neighbors in the chat. Nice. Making connections over here. How likely is it for Tubi to pass Prime Video as the most content in a streaming service? Ooh, I don't know. I think Prime Video pretty much has the upper hand with that one. Plus, Tubi is free, Prime Video technically not free, so I think they're just two different things. Oh, Michael, I haven't heard about the new Nokia streaming box. Interesting. You know what? We've had some discussion over on the Cord Cutting Tech Support Facebook group. People talking about some uncertified devices and they were having issues with them. That's why we usually don't talk about them over here, just because whenever you're buying things from a third-party vendor, you're not really sure where it's coming from, if anything on it is a little dicey. The customer service just isn't there, so we always recommend buying things from reputable companies. So if Nokia was making one, that would be one that I think I would trust more than some of these others. Frayden, yeah, you did. You missed Luke. That was the big news of the night. Jermaine, yeah, no one should be forced to use DSL internet and other just very, very slow internet sources. Yeah, most of my family out in Pennsylvania is still using like dial-up internet. It's really bad. Would Fios do a streaming service? I think everyone's going to try to do a streaming service. Let's be honest. Fios Plus. Oh, okay. Isaac was debating with a friend about Tubi versus Prime. Which one is the streaming expert? Yeah, I would say both. I would say if you're looking for free content, Tubi's great. If you're already subscribed to Prime, why not watch Prime Video? Yeah, dial-up is still a thing. Not in many places, but still around. No more pluses. I'm kind of interested now to see like where dial-up is. Ooh, dropping my microphone. Sorry about that, guys. Got a lot going on this desk. 3% of Americans still use dial-up internet. So there you go. Lemon and bourbon with honey. Yeah, man, maybe that should be my game plan after this. Oh yeah, Prime Video has free content too over on IMDb TV. That is their ad-supported streaming service. Can you buy the Cord Cutters mug? Unfortunately, no. not for sale anywhere at the moment. If you guys are interested, I can talk to the company about bringing it back. I think that would be fun. Don't drop the wine. Unfortunately, it's only water in my cup right now. I'll switch to wine after we're done here. Will Discovery Plus have live feeds? Not at launch, but I can see them definitely adding them later. Oh my gosh, yes. How disappointing was Apple's announcement yesterday, not being for the new Apple TV after all the leaks the day before. Yes. So Philip did a post about the rumors of a new Apple TV coming out, and we got so excited to watch this event. I got up early to check the news, and it was headphones. So, great. Just what we don't need. Wine will be a long-running joke on the Q&A. You know what? It should be, honestly. I can promise you that I love a good glass of wine, but I do not have one while I am doing the Q&A. Avid viewer says, I miss Cleveland. I live in Florida now. Oh, Cleveland misses you too. I promise you, you won't be saying that you miss Cleveland in a couple weeks when it's snowing like crazy. Yeah, $525 headphones. That's insane. I guess if you have the money for it, they're probably really, really good. Too rich for my blood. Do you remember Animal Planet did a documentary on mermaids? I do remember. Everyone fell for it. It was back in 2009. I was 9 years old. I was a little older than 9 years old, but yeah. Yeah, I do remember. Too funny. Donald watched Winnie the Pooh today. Good choice. G Money, yeah, there's a reason that I don't drink wine while I'm doing this, I promise. Yeah, what's everybody else watching? Winnie the Pooh, Godmothered. I just finished watching The Queen's Gambit. A lot of you guys suggested it to me, and thank you, because I absolutely loved it. What a great show. I watched the whole thing. I watched an episode a night for a week, and yeah, one of my new favorites. Home Alone, great Christmassy movie. Rewatching Game of Thrones, yeah, that's still on my list. Maybe that's what I'll do when I have a little time off for Christmas. Finally start Game of Thrones. Yeah, Charles, I'm with you. I love Apple products, but I will never say never, but I can't see myself paying that much money for headphones. Yeah, CJ, I know. It's been on my list forever. People always ask me if I've seen Game of Thrones. I haven't, and I need to. Nightmare Before Christmas, yeah, my cousins love that one, so we just watched it at Halloween. Meerkat Manor, no, I have not seen it, but I remember hearing about it when it first came out. Big Brother 20, I think Jermaine is a fan of Big Brother also, avid viewer. Oh, you're gonna watch Elf tonight? You know what, I might too. I have it on Movies Anywhere. I have a handful of Christmas movies over there in my collection, so ooh, that's another really good one. When is CBS All Access changing to Paramount Plus? I think that the most they've told us is early in 2021. I don't think we have an exact date yet. When we do, I will definitely post about it. And I'll make sure that I mention it here in the Q&A too, but I don't think we have an exact date yet. Yeah, it should auto-update. CJ, thank you for that warning. I'm fine with all of that stuff. You have the DVD and have it on Plex. You've never seen Elf. G Money, come on. Tonight's the night, my friend. You gotta watch Elf. We'll be watching Mank on Netflix. I've heard such good things about that one too. And the Regans on Showtime. Yeah, I saw a trailer for that and it looked really good. Do we have a price for Discovery Plus? We do. And of course now I can't, $7 a month. Jermaine, yeah, I know you're a big fan of all this reality TV. The Challenge is on tonight and Big Brother contestants are on it. Cool. Oh, what was the other one? The Lasso show on Apple TV Plus. I've heard good things about that too. Is it Ted Lasso? Coming next year, plus to streaming service near you. I'd like to make a streaming service called Plus Plus. G Money, yeah, please do watch Elf before the end of the month and please send me a tweet after you do it and let me know what you think. I will respond with all of my favorite Elf gifs. There are a lot. Belushi on Showtime. I just watched on Showtime, Shameless came back for another season. So that just started, if any of you are Shameless fans. Wonder how long Disney Plus will stay at the current price. You know what, my concern is that if they do decide to bring their 2021 slate of movies straight to streaming, I could see them raising the price. Or if they don't, I could see them making them all those premiere access movies like they did with Mulan. I think either way, they're going to expect people to pay more. Hey, Belinda, good to have you here. Is The Sound of Music streaming anywhere? I'm not sure, but if you check on the website justwatch.com, it will tell you where to find it. Avid viewer watched Hamilton on Disney Plus and then canceled. Yeah, you are not alone. Have I heard when The Walking Dead will return? I have not. If anyone else knows, please leave it in the chat for Howard. Jermaine says, how do I get Apple TV Plus on my TV? Can't figure out how to do it. My smart TV doesn't have an Apple Plus app. Do you have a Roku or Fire TV? Because I think you can get the app on either of those. I definitely have it on my Roku. Jess, did you find the Netflix documentary series, The Movies That Made Us, Christmas edition? They did one on Elf. Yeah, I need to watch that. I just got an email today that the person that made that made another docuseries, and I will get a post up about that hopefully tomorrow that I thought maybe some of you guys would be interested in, so definitely check for that. I have not seen that on Netflix, but it's definitely on my list because I love Christmas movies. Howard, yeah, I will make sure I tell Luke that you say hi. Hopefully he'll come back to another Q&A sooner or later. Unspoken Voices, I'm so sorry I didn't see your message. I do get carried away sometimes talking about things once we get going, but if you could ask it again. Sometimes the comments go by so quickly that I miss questions, so I apologize. Oh, Colin says Sound of Music might be on Disney Plus, so if you're looking for it, maybe check there. Yes, it is on Disney Plus. Cool. Are You Afraid of the Dark is on CBS All Access. What? Cool. I used to love that. Does HBO Max have plans to come to Roku? Yes, definitely. HBO Max and Roku, I think, are both very interested in a deal. They just need to come to an agreement. We are hoping that it happens by the end of the year, but we'll have to wait and see. We haven't gotten an official update. We've only heard rumors that they're very, very close. Good shows that are similar to the feel of the 100. Finished it and loved it. I never saw the 100, so I'm not sure what it's about. If anyone else has suggestions of shows that are similar to the 100, please leave them in the comments. Spectre Man. I have no clue, Howard, sorry. Yeah, if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder, Timothy. There's always one person that does the thumbs down too, and that's totally okay. I know I'm not for everybody. Oh, okay, a sci-fi style show. Okay, so some good sci-fi style shows. I would say, shoot, now I can't think of the name of it. Trying to like reach around my microphone to type things. Let me see. What's the name of the show I'm trying to think of? It is on Apple TV Plus. There's a show called C on Apple TV Plus. And there's also the one about the astronaut. What is it called? Somebody help me. For All Mankind. Those would be my two suggestions, both on Apple TV Plus. Other good sci-fi style shows. Away. Ragnarok? Is that how you say that? I'm probably saying it wrong. Colony. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, Jermaine. Thank you. Yeah, For All Mankind was my thought. Sci-fi style shows. If you haven't seen Lovecraft Country, that's got a little sci-fi in it too. That's a really good one. Shameless season 11. Yeah, the first episode is out, Tammy. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much for everyone saying happy holidays. I appreciate that, and happy holidays to you too. I will still be back for the next couple weeks before Christmas doing these Q&As, so I hope that you'll all come back and join me. Yeah, thank you for that comment. 65 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down is not a bad ratio. Thank you all so much for being here. I had so much fun chatting with you, and I hope that you'll all come back next week and keep this conversation going. All right, thanks, guys. Have a great night, and I will see you next week.